Good morning, everyone. This is the Whales and the Bees, and I'm your host, Mark McNally, and welcome to today's show. I'm joined here by Conor McGuinness.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
And Colin Clapper.
Hello, Mark.
Okay, Conor, mic's not working.
Yay.
You want to move?
Okay. Excellent. Check the other one.
I'll turn it on first. Hang on.
That would help, yeah.
Actually, no. Sorry. Can I go back to your mic again?
Hello.
Do it again.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry.
So you just had to
It just the dial was a bit too low. Sorry about that, everybody. So yeah, usually here on the Wheels of the Bees, we open with either debates or reviews or big issues in the entertainment industry. But today we're actually going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about a short film that we filmed at the weekend called Boot. So yay. So there was four of us. Caitlin, who isn't here, but we were all involved in the.
She didn't do that much anyway.
Sorry?
She didn't do that much anyway. Wait, you recorded the show, didn't you? Put it
Yes, I recorded the show and put it online.
She'd never hear me say that.
We love you, Caitlin. You did a good job. Good job.
Great. Wow.
You battered Colin good. So yeah, there's four of us, and we were up in Monaghan filming this little short that I had written. And so, what was your role, Conor?
I believe technically, I was production sound mixer, according to Wikipedia. When I Wikipedia'd every single role that there is on a movie, which was supervision of sound whilst live recording. Because there was a lot of shouting, which really hurt my ears at times, because the Zoom H6, which is a beautiful piece of machinery, was recording too high, so when he shouted, the decibel went up to something like probably 20, and my ears were really sore.
But you managed to fix that?
Yeah, where I was supposed to be in between -12 and 6. So,
well, according to this little sheet I have, you were also lighting and set design, but we were all lighting and set design. We were all multitasking. And Conor, you acted as cinematographer.
I did, yeah.
And it's you got some good looking shots.
I'm glad I turned out well, Mark.
And what was it you were using?
The Canon 7D with, was it 13 to 75? 70 mil lens. 70?
I don't know.
I think it was 13 to
70.
70. Yeah.
Cool.
Lens.
And also, you helped us get all the equipment and that sort of stuff. So essentially, if anyone's wondering what the short's about, it's essentially a rip on sort of the American cliche. Well, that's how I intended it to be. Like, do you know those American films where, like, you're following sort of the anti-hero and he puts a guy in the boot, but you never follow the guy that's in the boot. You just follow the guy who's driving around and going to execute him. So I said, let's take it from the guy in the boot. So the entire short, well, 95% of it, or 98%, is set inside this boot. And hopefully we'll send it off and get it around to see a few people. And if it doesn't work out, then we'll just put it up on YouTube for all you to see.
Yeah, you can all watch it multiple times and get the views up. We can get famous and start earning money from it.
It was certainly an odd experience because boots are really small, so we didn't actually film in the boot except for one shot.
Huh.
Yeah, and so we shot in the back of this van. So there's about 6 of us, all huddled together in this really cold van.
Yeah, 6. I had to count us, but yes, there was 6.
There was 6. You had to count us again, did you?
Seems to be a recurring theme, yeah, over the weekend.
A van that the head height was about 4 feet. I'm going to say 6 inches.
Well, Pat Deary, who was one of the actors we were working with, he's 5'2", and his head was kind of skimming along the top, so I think it was 5'2" space.
I might say 5 foot actually. No, I might say 4 feet. That's a bit small.
Yeah, that's a bit like arching your back and
I
stuff.
might say 5 foot. Yeah.
But it's safe to say we all came out with some sore necks.
Yeah, and blacks.
So yeah, Pat plays one of the people stuck in the boot, and so is Barry Muskean. And if they're listening in, thank you very much. Great performances. Oh yeah, I just want to shout out to my dad, Seamus McNally, who gave us some good lasagna and some lovely pizza.
Catering was fabulous. Yes, definitely.
Cheers.
And ham and cheese toasties as well.
Oh, they were beautiful.
Oh yes. You had the pepper one, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a tip to anybody if you're making a ham and cheese toasty. you put the pepper and tomatoes on it as well before you grill it. Beautiful. Thank you.
There's a top tip. That's how you make a good tasting cheese toasty.
McNally toasty.
McNally toasty. Yeah, it's a trademark. So yeah, we filmed that during the weekend, and it was lashing rain. The one time you don't want it to rain, it rains. So and we had a lot of fun with it. Well, I had a lot of fun
I
with it.
loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
It's one thing that you don't really think about when you're as an editor. Like all I've done is sit playing those files over and naming them. You have to play every file and then name them by the slate and the scene and the take. And I need to go back and do it with the sound recording as well because it's separate. And just for anyone who thinks about doing it, like you have to get over that because it's a real killer. It's the most boring thing you'll ever do in your life. You go from shooting a movie, which obviously is really cool, to doing literally one of the most boring things you do in your life.
It is, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Back in school.
And that's just naming them. That's just naming the files, and then you're gonna put them all together, and whew, that's it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long it's gonna be.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. I know. What do you think? Which would you prefer? Final Cut Pro or Avid?
I think Avid is the better editor, but just the fact that Final Cut Pro has the auto sync where it matches the camera audio with the separate audio and then syncs it up perfectly, like nearly every, like it is pretty much perfect. I don't think I've ever had a problem with Final Cut doing it, and I don't see why Avid doesn't have that.
Well,
but I think you can just. I think I'm going to attempt to just do it, just match them up in Final Cut and then move them out. I think I might be able to pull that off with the help of Colin. Here.
We'll figure something out.
And I just kind of sit back.
I had the idea.
I'll sit back and watch.
It, yeah.
Camera.
Scene 2, Slate 2, take 16.
Action.
I had sex with the sun.
That was very abrupt. I forget the next line. Well, it's coming to me now. Right, go again. Are you rolling?
Yep.
Rolling.
I had sex with the sun.
That was very abrupt. I thought you didn't want to.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd better confess at least once before I go.
Look, I heard you the first time. All right. Just give me a minute to think of the next bit now, because things are going very, very fast here, right? And I'm not really in the mood just to, comprehend everything that you're have to say. But you had what is? You had sex with the sun?
I think if you say I've had sex with the sun one more time, you might think you actually did have sex with the sun.
It's not the very, very abruptly. Now, whatever.
Get up here, out of sight. Is that alright, sir?
Do you want to cut?
It's sex with the sun.
No, cut.